Okay, so I'm getting a couple things about. Can we do it here, man? I don't want to go back.
She's gonna.
Well, I'm telling you, let's do it here.
Let's do it here.
Come on, man. I don't want to.
Why?
Huh? I don't want to argue with you.
I want to go in the backyard where she can't have a line of sight.
Well, she's not even filming.
No, but she could. So
Nick, I don't want. I'm trying to
just go to the backyard.
Nick, is your Nick? Is your name Nick?
Yes.
Okay, Nick. I'm trying to get your side of the story, and by you acting like this, it's not helping, man. I got two sides.
This guy sounds like a groper. It's like his natural bass there, I think.
Stories, and I'm trying to just kind of find the middle ground.
Well, let me take your card, because I'm not doing an interview.
Huh?
What I'm going to tell you is this.
Well, I heard they're targeting your house.
Yes, I've been
about
harassed
social
for the past
media
4 days.
Okay, and what is that about?
I posted a joke on the internet. I'm a live streamer.
You're like a YouTube channel, or something?
Yeah.
You're saying you're a white supremacist?
I'm not a white supremacist. I'm Mexican. My last name's Fuentes.
I know. I kind of
white supremacist.
I saw that.
He leads with that to the police. He says, I'm a Mexican. Okay. So he can't be a white supremacist because he's a Mexican. Look, I'm just repeating what he said. He leads with that. The cop sounds like he might have some of that kind of heritage too. I don't know, but
they're targeting your house.
Yes, I've been
about
harassed
social
for the past
media
4 days.
Okay, and what is that about?
I posted a joke on the internet. I'm a live streamer.
You're like a YouTube channel, or something?
Yeah.
You're saying you're a white supremacist?
I'm not a white supremacist. I'm Mexican. My last name's Fuentes.
I know. I kind of
white supremacist.
I saw that. Okay, but I mean, you know, it's 2024, man.
Well, Cinemaz, look. He says he looks soy in this, but he handled it properly. He didn't handle it properly. He should have never talked to police at all. That's the proper way to handle it. Nope, not talking to you. You want to arrest me? All right. If not, I'm going to get an attorney. I don't have anything to say. You don't even have to say that. That's handling it correctly. Now, that being said, your instinct is to say something to the police. So if you do say something, minimize it. If you absolutely have to say something, minimize it as much as possible. Anything you volunteer, any information like that. And you shouldn't talk anything about the facts of the case or what you feel the facts of the case are or your version. You shouldn't do any of that. That's what the court of law is for. And any defense attorney will tell you the less you tell the police, the better, because they have more to work with. And once you're on the record with your version, you just undercut your own representation right away, even if what you're saying is 100% true. Because first off, they might not believe you. Second off, your lawyer needs all the room to maneuver. And once you lock yourself into a version of what happened right after it happened, when you're more likely to remember the most about it and all that, you fucked up. That, like I said, all that being said, your natural instinct is to say something. And I've done the wrong thing in my own life. So I'm very analytical and hardcore about what I'm saying here. But in the history of my life, I have made the mistake before where it's like, all right, yeah, I'm going to say something. But don't do that. I ain't made it any time recently. So don't tell them shit. If they call you, want to talk to you, don't talk to them for any reason. Ever. Unless maybe you're like about to get killed or somebody broke into your house or it's like something like immediate danger. And the only way out, literally the only way out of it is calling the police and hoping for a prayer. They really don't give a fuck about you anyway. That's the only time you should ever call the police. And even then, last resort. Don't talk to them. Don't antagonize them either. You see one, nod your head or whatever, but keep it moving. Best advice you'll ever get. Never deviate from it. Because absolutely nothing will come good your way from that.
This happens. Especially right now after Trump won, man.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, but
it's a very political thing to say.
We also live in a free country where you can speak without people showing up.
Yeah.
And trying to hurt you.
Oh, I'm sorry. She's across the street. Yeah.
She's the one on her phone?
Yeah, she's the one on her phone.
What's the story?
Apparently, well, what I'm getting is this guy.
By the way, I don't disagree with him. This bitch came to his house, knocking up on his door. True, he didn't have to answer it, but what is she doing at his fucking house anyway? Like, and she said she got talked into it by somebody else driving past his house. He's like, yeah, you should go confront him. It's like, what? So I don't care what he would have done to this bitch. But, you know, there's procedures and there's things, the elements of a crime, and you're not supposed to just attack people. And fundamentally, I don't care, though. And, you know, fuck that bitch. Kick her down the stairs, mace the motherfucker. I don't give a shit. If he would have pulled out a baton and smacked her across the head with it, I wouldn't give a shit. But if you do shit like that, you might have to be in some court battles afterwards.
A bad joke online, and now people are targeting his house.
Yeah, don't come to my house. I agree.
You know, she came.
And all these motherfuckers want to come to my house and find out where they think I live, even internationally. Now they don't. I don't have to worry about it too much. I'm in Mexico. They came up to my house in America all the time. That's one of the reasons I said, fuck living in America. All right, you want to come try to fuck with me, try to find me? I'm in Mexico, bitch. I'll see you there. Guess what? 99.9% of people are not going to follow you to Mexico. Most of them are too scared to even come to Mexico.
Came over here, rang the doorbell. Apparently, he sprayed her with mace in the eyes and pushed her down the stairs. So she just wants to report. So, like, for now, I'm just going to get his side of the story. I guess he fell into the concrete and make sure she's okay. And then her eyes, apparently, she has pepper spray. Huh? No, that's what she's claiming. So I'm gonna speak to the other party here and see what actually what happened. Yeah. Hey man, did you spray her with pepper spray?
I'm not doing an interview right now.
Huh?
All I'm gonna say is I'm gonna take your card, and my defense attorney will get in touch with you. I'm not doing.
This is a report. I'm not
gonna talk. All I'm going to say is I'm a high-profile person. I want someone stationed here. 20 people came by last night. I had paid security. They documented all of it.
Where's security?
I called. They're coming tonight at 7 o'clock. Okay. I can't afford to have it 24 hours. Mm-hmm. I called earlier.
Well, and he makes a good amount of money. But I'll tell you, a 24-hour security is not affordable for most people, even people who have a lot of money. Because you're talking big bucks every single day, and you multiply that times 365. It's a lot of fucking money, especially if it's a real pro out there. Which why even get it if you don't have a badass motherfucker there? So I know he'll catch some shit for that, but like, just do the math. It's $100,000 or more, probably more. Now, if you're big balling, 100, 200 million or whatever, or more than that, like, all right, you can budget that in, and you're making money every year. Okay, you just budget that in, but it's a huge expense.
Somebody else was in front taking pictures of my house. Cops drove by, saw the car that I reported with the license plate, make and model, and they didn't even stop. Okay. And the lady stood there filming my house, pointing at my house, gesturing to it. This has been going on for the past 3 days. I've been calling the police. Clearly no one's taking it seriously.
You're not hurt or anything, are you?
No, I'm
okay. All right. I'll go check.
Yeah, thank you. Look, man, like, to be honest, I'm trying to talk to you, get your side of the story for the whole thing.
You're not here to help me. I know.
Well, I'm not here to help.
Don't.
No.
No, he's not. I have to say, W. He's not there to help you. Don't say shit. He said it more than enough already. I don't really have a problem with anything he said so far. Other than he did lead with he was a Mexican, which I thought was funny. But keep it brief. These cops aren't here to help me. Like, I know what your deal is, and I'll save my full rationale for when I'm in court. Better not to talk to him at all, but
I just got here. How do you know I'm here to help you?
I know my rights. I'm not trying to fight with you, but I'm also not going to be telling you. I want your card. My defense attorney will call you.
You mind if I just say something right quick?
Go ahead, sure.
First of all, I might have to get your information.
Sure.
You have to provide that
Yeah,
because there
of
was a
course.
crime committed.
Yes.
All right. So second of all,
There was a crime committed. Notice how it changed all of a sudden. Oh, well, I'm here to help you too. A crime was committed and I'm going to need your information. So as soon as he realizes he's not going to get really any cooperation here and have this guy spill his guts, it changes into, there was a crime committed here. You have to give me your information. Yeah, fuck you, cop. Piece of shit. I don't care who it is. It riles me up immediately. So it immediately changes to, you committed a crime here, and you're bound by law to give me the information. Fuck you, bitch. Don't say that, by the way. It's a great way to get a disorderly conduct charge. That's another thing. Anything you say to the cop, don't start cursing. It's ridiculous and total bullshit. But if you start cursing, they can easily charge you with disorderly conduct like that. So don't start cursing no matter how much you may want to. Don't do that either.
I'm not here to help you?
No.
I just got here. How do you know if I'm here to help you?
I know my rights. I'm not trying to fight with you, but I'm also not going to be telling you. I want your card. My defense attorney will call you.
You mind if I just say something right quick?
Go ahead, sure.
First of all, I might have to get your information.
Sure.
You have to provide that because there was a crime committed.
Yes.
All right. So second of all, from what I get, I don't care really. I don't care what you said online. I really don't care whether it was left leaning, right leaning, in the middle. I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay. To me, no. Now I would hate if I was living here, whether I made a bad joke intentionally, whether I meant it or not, and somebody would show up to my house. That's kind of like wrong, right? Can we agree on that? I'm actually agreeing with you that people shouldn't show up to your house. But now you don't want to cooperate with me. You don't want to ask. Okay. Now I'm trying to get whether.
No. Who cares? It doesn't matter what you agree with. Pedro, who cares? You're a police officer, not a fucking polemicist. I don't give a fuck what you think about politics or anything else. You're an agent of the state. And you're anti-me. I don't give a fuck what you feel like or what you think. And I have no reason to believe what you're saying in the first place. Who cares what you think? Doesn't matter. Well, actually, I feel sorry for you. I would hate it if someone's... First off, that's a tactic, obviously. Oh, yeah, I'm not really on your side, dude. I really hate this. Why don't you just tell me everything I need to fucking convict you? No!
Did anything to prevent...
Yeah, well, that's why he's saying that. It's manipulation. Yeah, well, if this was me, I really hate all these people coming. Who cares? It's not you, and it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, that's nice.
Pepper spray and push it on the stairs. Those are bad allegations. So I'm trying to get you side of the story.
Nah.
To me, if you don't tell me anything,
That's why they have a court of law.
you are cooperative and they don't want to answer the question.
Here's my side.
And that's also bullshit. Well, if you don't talk to me, I'm going to, you're not cooperative and that change. No, it doesn't change anything. Wrong. Not talking to police is not an admission of guilt. Every fucking court of law, it's built in. That's another, they can say anything to try to get you to talk. They can lie. They can do almost anything to get you to talk. And it's okayed by the courts. This is one of the things they're allowed to do. Hey, if you don't talk to me, I'm just going to have to assume the worst. They've already assumed the worst. If they say something like that, they've already assumed the worst, and you need to start thinking about the trial. Your mind has to be in the courtroom already. And to his credit, it seems like he's mostly there. It's like, all right, you're going to trial on this. They're going to press charges. Maybe you cut some type of deal beforehand, but you need to be thinking about how is this going to play in a trial format if it goes there, because it's going to court for sure. You're not going to, nothing you say to this officer is going to, well, you know what? Actually, never mind. I'm not going to charge you. You convinced me, and you're right. What was I thinking? Never. That's never happened.
I'm here for my life. People have been posting my address online for the past 3 days, telling me they're coming to kill me, they're coming to rape me. I have all screenshots, posting pictures, showing how long it's going to take to get to my house. And I have people showing up all day, and that's my side of the story. So I'm
with
in
her,
fear for my life.
you're
I
not
haven't slept for a few days. I've got nowhere to go.
Now this is too much. Now he's saying too much. But he's still talking about his state of mind and not his specific actions on that day. Really, right? So he's talking about where his head is and he's terrified and all this and that. So still, you should say that for court too, really. You shouldn't even volunteer all that. But at least he's like, well, I did this, I did that. So not perfect. He's getting to, like I said, they want to keep you talking. Don't let him go. The cop keeps talking because he wants Fuentes to keep talking. And Fuentes has the right instinct, but he's getting pushed a little further down the road. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying, Cinemas. He never comments on the macing or pushing down the stairs, which is what the cops want. Yeah, I agree with that. So he still steers clear of that. Yeah, I agree. And from what I've read, this is the only money quote they have where he says, I was in fear for my life. Well, if that's the main thing you volunteered, okay. It could be a lot worse and not too bad, really, because your instinct is to talk. But if you want a perfect run, just don't say anything. Stick with what if you, like, yep, I'll give you my information, but I'm going to talk to my defense attorney. You can talk to him as well. I don't have anything to say. Fuck. I hit the wrong button.
Front, taking pictures of my house. No, I'm over.
I'll go check.
Yeah, thank you. Look, man, like, to be honest, I'm trying to talk to you, get your status.
Yeah.
Provide that, because there was to my house. That's kind of like
Posting my address online for the past 3 days, telling me they're coming to kill me, they're coming to rape me. I have all screenshots, posting pictures, showing how
True,
I to get to my house.
And also True Bianca. Yeah, just don't talk to the police. Leave it at that. Lanaine also raises a good point. You should let a lawyer say this stuff, because if they can prove he slept, then he's a liar. True. If his lawyer says it, then it wouldn't matter if it's a lie because it falls under hearsay. Well, yeah, lawyer can argue anything in court. And it's just the lawyer's thoughts, the lawyer's feelings. Like, when you say something to the police, you're on the record. That's why you shouldn't talk to the police. There should be one record in the courtroom and deal with that. And you don't have to testify in court. So, it doesn't really get any simpler than that. You're creating two forums here. Both the day of, you're having your trial already. Like, just stop talking.
And I have people showing up all day, and that's my side of the story. So I'm
with her,
for my life. I haven't slept for a few days. I've got nowhere to go. That's my side.
10-340-10-340 at 1446.
no comment on that.
No comment.
Is pepper spray here or anything?
No comment.
10-4.
If you give me your card,
Well, I don't have a card, but let me get your ID.
you don't have a card?
No, I don't have a card.
Do you have a card? No? You don't carry cards?
Nope.
Interesting.
It is interesting, actually. What, you don't have a card? You're a fucking cop? You don't have a fucking card? Like, what's going on here? That's kind of fun. What, you mean you don't have a card? I have a card, you don't have one? Like, I should get some cards. Somebody told me that years ago. I never did. I was focused on pussy or something. Who knows? It's a really easy thing to do, too. I bet I could get some cards printed up cheap here in Mexico. Like everything else. Except for one or two things. Anyway, it could have been a lot worse, but it could have been better, too. Just don't talk to him at all. But at least he shuts down that lane. So, I'll say 7 out of 10, probably. He still volunteered too much. But it could have been much worse.
Thanks for watching this clip. This is Willow. Remember to like and subscribe.